What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Speaker Cloud podcast. Your host Mike Sis and I got my co-host with me, Triboro Gigolo. Was popping,
Yo,
popping, man. We doing something new today. You know, as
right.
you know, we wrestling heads, professional wrestling. WWE. I'm more of a fan of the old stuff, which you know, last night is a big reason why I don't watch the main roster anymore. You know,
Right.
I watch NXT. I think NXT is absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The NXT Takeover Brooklyn last night, or I mean Saturday night, was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That's how you put on a show, WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Take notes from your development show, man, because this was too fucking long and too. It was hard to watch. A lot of dumb shit occurred. This is why I watched the main four pay-per-views. I watched Survivor Series,
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam, Mania, and all Royal Rumble. That's what I watch.
Right.
I don't watch like Hell in a Cell and shit like that. I just don't. I used to be like that. I watch every goddamn pay-per-view, but
Right.
the main roster just shit. I do not watch Raw or SmackDown. I watch little clips online
Right.
because the product is just so watered down now and just shitty. And they take amazing talents and just fucking throw them niggas on a toilet. And I don't like that shit. And we're gonna get to the whole card. We're gonna view every match. We're not gonna sit here and fucking break down every fucking move like some of these geeky niggas do. You know what I mean? We're just gonna get to the fucking results.
Right.
So the kickoff show, we just breezed through that.
Yeah.
We got Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. They
Right.
defeated Rusev and Lana. What's your thoughts on that match? I'll give my thoughts after.
That match, I didn't. Yo, the whole thing about that match was I thought that Aiden English would have been a factor in that match. Like he would have like interfered in the match. He was nowhere to be found in that match.
No,
And
no.
and I felt like I don't know. They got to give Rusev like better feuds. I don't feel like this was a feud to me. You know, and Lana not even she can't even wrestle. Like, what was the whole point of that whole mixed tag match?
Oh,
You
she's
know,
trash.
he's horrible. I'm like, yo, like Rusev got it. He should be in like the top content, like one of the top contenders for the SmackDown title. And I'm like, what? Like the feuds that they put him in is useless.
Yeah.
You know. But that match wasn't good. I didn't even care for that match.
Lana wrestles like a 2009 diva. You know, like before the bitches could wrestle. That's what she wrestles like, yo.
I like
Trash.
she did a little move in the ring where she was like she was like she had did a move on the other chick and then she had like she had like a little breakdancing move. You remember seeing that?
That was terrible. The shitty spin Rudy or some shit.
Yeah, that shit. I was like, oh man, that's the only thing I remember about her performance in the ring last night. That was terrible.
No, it was a shitty match.
Yeah,
And I like both of them niggas. I love Andrade.
right.
Like his matches with Johnny Gargano and NXT was stupid.
Oh yeah,
Very dope.
definitely.
And
Yeah,
Rusev is great too, but
yeah.
they're not using him
But not,
right. And just
not.
go ahead.
I'm saying no. I was just agreeing with you. Like they're not using them right.
Yeah, it was terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah,
So thumbs down for me on that match. I'm pretty sure Triboro did the same.
yeah, definitely.
And then we get a WWE Cruiserweight Championship match with Cedric Alexander defeating Drew Gulak. Uh, okay match.
Right. It
Cedric
was
is a
alright.
great talent.
Right.
Cedric is dope as hell. Gulak is good too. I just wish the division was better, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not overall a big fan of the Cruiserweight division. You know what I mean?
Me neither. It could be
Like
better.
Hideo Itami is too good to be a fucking Cruiserweight. And if
For
you
real.
guys know who Hideo Itami is, that's a nigga Kenta, Japan.
Right.
And if you like CM Punk stole all his moves.
Hmm.
Everything.
Crazy.
Everything. You know, the go to sleep, all that shit. That's Hideo Itami shit. You
Right.
know, and he's getting treated real shitty over there, man. He did great in
Yeah.
NXT, but went to 205 Live, man. It's terrible.
Crazy.
Hideo should be feuding with Shinsuke right now, man. That'd be dope. But they
Exactly.
won't do that. What's your thoughts on the cruiserweight title match?
It was okay. Like I think it could be better. The whole I love that they brought back the whole cruiserweight division, but a lot of these cats that they bring up to the main roster, they don't know how to use them. I mean,
Facts.
look how long it took Neville to win the title.
That guy's incredible too. They wasted him.
Definitely, and I don't know. It's like they really don't know how to promote them to the main rosters. Like they want to like push them up there, but then they don't know what to do after that.
Word, man.
It was
You know who
okay, man.
you know who the Velveteen Dream is?
Yeah, I saw him too. He was good on Saturday.
He's he's incredible.
Yeah, he was good. You
And the
know.
back of his tights said, "Call me up, Vince." I'm like, "Oh, please don't," because they'll shit all over him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
man. Closing thoughts on the cruiserweight title match. It could have been a little better. It was okay. You
Yeah,
know, I like both of them, especially Cedric.
right. He's
Right
dope,
now,
man.
we got yeah, hell yeah, he's nice. He's very crisp in the ring. You know,
Yes.
a lot of niggas
Definitely.
ain't crisp like that.
Cool.
All right, next we got the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match with the B Team. Didn't even know they were called that because I don't watch Raw. Bo Dallas and his Axel, two fucking jobbers. They defeated the Revival.
Right.
Such a shame. The
Yeah.
Revival was a force to be reckoned with in NXT, man. You know, Scott Dawson and Dash Wild, and them niggas are like the new era of Arn and Tully. You know,
Right.
they bring scientific wrestling back.
Yep.
Like they take a body part and work on that shit. They break down the leg. That's that old school shit.
Yeah.
You know. But
Right.
these fucking garbage ass niggas, they fucking regain the titles and fuck them. Fuck
Ah,
their stupid ass chant. Your poor
that's
excuse for
horrible.
Kurt Hannon's son. Kurt Hannon was a fucking amazing wrestler. He's in my top 10.
Right.
You know, and IRS was great too. That's Bo's dad.
Mhm.
You know, Bo and Bray's dad. But
Oh, it's IRS, really?
yep, IRS. Aaron Shiesty. Yep, Mike Rotunda.
Wow. Crazy.
Blackjack Mulligan's his father, yo.
Yeah.
Him and Barry Windham are brothers.
Wow.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on this Raw Tag Title
I,
match?
I don't like their entrance music. That entrance music have to go, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like some cheerleader rant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the match, I'm like, yo, the match was sloppy. I'm like, how the fuck did they retain the titles against the Revival? Like the Revival was like the best tag team in NXT.
Yes, they were.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I'm like, what? I don't know what Vince is trying to do. Maybe he's trying to give each tag team a chance at winning the titles, but they're terrible. You
They are.
know,
I never. I like. Go ahead.
no, I was like, I didn't like the match. Like, I really thought that the Revival would have won. I'm like, how they lose against the B team? Like, are you kidding me? You know,
Terrible.
awful, man.
I
Even
like Bo
even
Dallas.
did Yo, did you see what they said to the Miz before he went into the ring?
Some shit about how good luck. I hope you lose or some shit like that.
They were like, oh, the B team stand for Daniel Bryan, and they were like on Daniel Bryan's, like rooting for Daniel Bryan, and they were like how like they told the Miz had told him some shit about, can you get my fetch my bags for me in my car, and they were
Oh
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and they were like, there is no more Mr. Raj. I was like, wow, crazy.
or
You know?
that ends the pre-show. You know, my final thoughts on that is the
Yeah.
Revival should have won it. Great, but they've been losing ever since.
Hmm.
I can't even recall the last time they won a fucking match.
They don't use them either.
Nope.
Crazy.
All right, to start off the main show, we got the WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Seth Rollins defeated Dolph Ziggler. Very solid match. You know, that reverse top suplex from Seth was incredible.
Hmm.
That spot was crazy. The crowd was nuts for that spot, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I wanted Ambrose to turn heel. You know,
Like,
he looked really cool, man. He looks cool like that with the haircut.
yeah.
Every time I look at Drew McIntyre, it's like this nigga needs to get away from Dolph, man. Like he needs to get
Mhm.
away from Dolph.
Exactly.
Seriously, get the fuck away from Dolph, man, because he's way too much of a talent to be a fucking
Right.
lackey. You know. So overall, good match, good opener, I guess. What's your thoughts on the Intercontinental title match?
That was a great match. The attire that Seth Rollins was wearing, I never seen that way. The different colored boots.
Yeah,
That was different, and I was like, okay, he coming in with some different shit, I like the in ring performance by him and Ziggler, and you know I felt like I really thought that Ambrose would have played a major part in the match more. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? There was a part in the match where like I think he had gotten taken out by Drew, and you didn't really like see him for most of the match, and I thought he would have like interfered in the match or turn heel. I really was expecting him to turn heel, unless they're gonna save that for Monday Night Raw tonight or whatever. But it was a good match, and it was one of those matches that left the crowd like in oohing and ahhing, and they were like a lot of close like counts from the referee. That's usually like the type of matches that Seth brings to his like pay-per-view matches anyway. And like I like the end match, the end part where like he was distracted, then he turned around and Ziggler was about to kick him, and then he kicked Ziggler first.
yeah. That was dope.
And that's how he won the title again. I'm like, that was dope, yo. Cause I really thought Ziggler was gonna get him, you know.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, that was just like one of the matches from last night.
I think Dolph
You know,
Ziggler's an amazing talent in the ring.
like,
He works good, but I'm not a fan of Dolph, man. He's like fucking the dollar store version of Shawn, man. You know.
right.
And Shawn being my favorite wrestler, just I can't have that. You know, there's something about Dolph. The way he
Yeah,
acts, his music is just all trash. I don't know.
right.
Seth, I'm a huge fan of Seth. Seth has always been a favorite member of the Shield since like 2012.
Yeah,
You know, I'm a big Seth Rollins fan.
right.
I'm glad he won the title. He deserves it.
Definitely.
But I want something with Dean and him need to happen. You know, a Roman needs to turn heel too, but that never will happen because Vince got a hard on for him. But
I think it will though.
I hope it does, at least. All right. Now we get the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Bludgeon Brothers defeated the New Day. Terrible match.
Yeah.
Terrible match.
And
New Day defeated them by DQ. I want to say,
right.
but the Bludgeon Brothers still kept the tag titles. I didn't like that match, man. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm so sick of the New Day already. I know they're over with the crowd and shit, but
Right.
I'm not a fan. The pancakes and all that gay shit. I'm not a fan of them, man. I'm not a fan. I do think this is the best they've been in their careers
Yeah.
because Kofi by himself just never got that
Right.
shine, and Big E was not that good by himself with Dolph's
Right.
bodyguard, what the fuck he was doing a couple of years ago, and Xavier Woods I'm just not a fan of, man. I'm not a fan of Xavier Woods at all.
Mhm.
But the Bludgeon Brothers, man, what I don't like their attire. It looks like shit. Need to give them something that looks cool at least, you know.
Right.
With fucking reindeer antlers and shit looking like Bambi.
Right.
Uh, I like Harper and Rowan, but I don't know. They need some kind of repackage for the look.
Right.
Not a good. I didn't enjoy this at all, man. I think the finish was shit.
Yeah.
Beating with the fucking the hammers or whatever.
Right.
What are your thoughts on this tag match, man?
The match I had a problem with because they didn't even use Kofi. They used just Biggie and Xavier Woods instead. I thought like you
Kofi's
got to use Kofi if you want to win the title match. I mean the tag on though.
the best member. Everyone knows that. You know,
Yeah, you got to use your best member. They didn't even do that, so I feel like well shit they're gonna lose anyway. You know,
real.
and it wasn't one of their best matches. Like they've had better matches on SmackDown against the Usos compared to the Bludgeon Brothers. You know,
Yes, they
and
did.
I didn't like the Bludgeon Brothers, the whole repackaging of them. I get it because it's like they're trying to. I think they're trying to to channel their inner like demolition. That I get like some demolition type of vibe from them, but they're not invincible. Like they can be beat. You know, I think the bar would have been a better matchup for them in this title match instead of the New Day. You know.
Or
But I didn't care for the match, and I felt like they should have used Kofi instead of Xavier.
oh
You
shit, the
know,
bar against the Bludgeon Brothers be dope.
yeah, definitely. I thought they was gonna win. I thought the Bar would have won that qualifying match on SmackDown against the New Day, and they lost. You know, that would
That's
have been a
crazy.
better match. Even the Usos, I love the Usos. I feel like the Usos always bring excitement to their matches.
I love the
You
Usos
know,
too, man.
definitely they should have been on SummerSlam in some type of way.
I agree.
But I didn't care for the match.
I didn't care for it either.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Bludgeon Brothers have some dope ass theme music. That theme music is grimy, like metal shit.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
I just wish they had like a different attire. You know, and I love Demolition, man.
Right,
Demolition, fuck me.
right,
Like top, my favorite entrance music in wrestling history is Ultimate Warrior's entrance music,
right,
but their entrance music might be top two. That shit is fire.
right. Oh yeah.
Love them. We need to do like a tribute legend show
Oh
and
yeah.
talk about them
Definitely.
because I
Best
love
character.
Crash and Crush.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, the down tag match didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
All right, then we got Braun Strowman defeated Kevin Owens for the
Oh
Money in
yeah.
the Bank briefcase. He regained it. Quick squash match, man. Terrible, terrible use of Kevin Owens, man. This guy is an incredible talent, man. Incredible talent, and you got him getting jobbed out that fast. Like he's probably unhappy with the company, man.
Exactly.
You know, because Kevin Owens speaks his fucking mind,
Right.
and he don't belong there if they're gonna treat him like that. Like I wish NXT was his own entity. Go back to NXT and like make NXT like the number two show.
Yeah.
I wish AJ and Nakamura was there and they made a whole new show because the main roster to me just fucking disgusting. I don't like it.
Yeah.
This is why I don't watch nothing, and that was terrible, terrible
Yeah.
to use Kevin Owens like that.
It was.
What your thoughts on the Braun and in Owens match, man?
That was the worst match I've ever seen Kevin Owens a part of, and it's like he had like one good move against Braun on the outside of the ring, and then that was it. Like the match was over. Like Braun just got him in the ring, and he did his move, and that was it. I
He
was like,
chokes
what
on
the
him too,
fuck?
didn't he?
Like, that match didn't even last like 5 minutes, yo.
Yep, 2 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, and there was a lot of matches like that last night. I'm like, what? Are they pressed for time or something? Because they started early. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I don't understand what like the pre-show started at what at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and
5 o'clock.
just like ran through a lot of matches like for 2 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It
That
was
was
terrible.
terrible. They gotta like either they gotta have a rematch with Braun and Kevin Owens on Monday Night Raw or like the next pay per view, but something because like I don't understand like what was the point of booking that match if it's gonna end like that?
For real.
You know, that was terrible. Terrible. I didn't like that match either.
All right. Yeah, that match was terrible, man. Terrible. I feel bad for Owens, man.
Oh yeah.
We women's championship match, the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair defeats Carmella and Becky Lynch. Solid match. I think Becky should have definitely went over though.
Yeah.
The booking was terrible in this one. Like Charlotte always fucking wins. It seems like
Right.
she fucking defeated Oscar's winning streak too, which I didn't like.
Yeah.
But the heel turn with Becky at the end was dope.
Yes. That was great.
You know, so Carmella's just trash.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Uh, she needs to go join her boys because they're both fucking out of here. Go join Cass and Enzo, man.
Right.
But yeah, man, I don't know. It was a solid match. I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I wish Becky went over. Becky deserves something for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the SmackDown Women's title match?
That was a good match. Mine is Carmella, but I like the. I think they definitely need a feud between Becky and Charlotte. I think Becky could beat Charlotte. I really do. Like after last night, I'm like, yo, Becky could hold her own with Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? And I was rooting for Becky because I felt like this was the time for her. This was her time. I felt like they giving her push again. I felt like she can beat Charlotte, but I knew deep down that Charlotte was gonna win. Like, cause she's Ric Flair's daughter. Like they're not gonna make her lose. You know, and they didn't even need Carmella a part of that. I mean, she was only a part of that because she was a champion, unfortunately. But she's definitely terrible. I don't think Carmella should ever get another shot at the title. You know, and I love the heel turn at the end that Becky did on Charlotte. That was great. The crowd was all in it. You know, I was waiting for her to actually like pick up Charlotte on top of the table and do like a finishing move on her. That would have been even better.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a decent match. And I said it before, like a couple months ago. Like the women matches been a lot better than the guys matches, and the guys got to step their game up.
Super facts.
Because I feel like that Evolution pay per view might be way better than SummerSlam last night.
More than likely, you know.
Yeah,
And I
both of the
fuck.
women, I was entertained by.
We'll get into
You
that.
know,
I'm gonna body that. Yeah, man. Overall, Becky should have been over, but
yeah,
I like the heel turns. Yeah, that was the highlight of that match.
yeah,
Next we get the WWE Championship match: Samoa Joe defeating AJ Styles by DQ. I thought it was a great match. Hated the finish though. You know, I wanted someone to win via pinfall at least. You
uh-huh.
know, too many DQs in one night, man. Too many DQs. Like
I know that.
whoever's booking this is fucking think it's fucking Kevin Dunn or Road Dogg. It's terrible. You know,
Yeah,
terrible. Joe talking shit to AJ's family was funny. You know what I mean? I like that heel shit.
right.
But overall, it should have been a clear cut winner.
Oh yeah,
Samoa Joe needs that title.
yes,
AJ had it for a long time. AJ Styles is easily my favorite wrestler in this company.
right,
But always have ever since fucking TNA, I loved him. You
right.
know, I seen him for the first time like '05 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, man, good match. A shitty finish, man. I didn't like the finish.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
I agree. I agree with everything that you said. Like the ending was bad, and they kept saying like in the pre-show, oh, there's 9 titles on like on the line, and but half of the titles like stayed the same. You know, a lot of people didn't lose their titles. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, what's the point of putting all these 9 titles on the line last night, and half of them like was still with the current champion. And I really thought Samoa Joe was gonna win. I thought like like he got AJ got some trouble now with Samoa, but the match was great, but I hated the ending. Like definitely should have been a winner in that. That should have been like a all falls like count anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that one of those
Yeah,
matches. And I love the fact that when Samoa Joe was like talking shit to AJ's wife, it reminded me of the feud between Jake the Snake and Rick Rude.
yes, yes.
Remember that shit with his
Cheryl,
wife, and I was like, "Yeah, I love that.
Cheryl Robinson shit.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love that shit. That was a good feud for Jake the Snake, and that it reminded me of that, and I just felt like the ending could have been so much better. It's like we can't have a disqualification. We gotta have another one. Like they gotta have like a Hell in a Cell match for the championship or something. You know, But the moves were great. I like that top the move on that AJ did to with Samoa on top of the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
That was a great move, yo. And they like Samoa Joe. He's very agile for his like his build. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is.
You know, and he definitely is one of the best, and he's great on the mic, and that's the type of performances that they need in that companies, like people like that. You know, 'cause I don't think like Roman Reigns is terrible on the mic to me.
He's terrible in the mic and terrible in the ring. He don't do nothing for me. Nothing for me. The only thing he got going for him is that he looks cool.
Right.
You
The
know, that's
women
it.
like him. The women
Yeah.
like him. You know.
But like, what I mean by that is like, you know how wrestlers look cool. They got the long hair. They got a fucking good attire. I think he looks
Right.
cool, but
Right.
he can't fucking work, man.
Exactly.
You know. But yeah, man, I love AJ. I love Samoa Joe. I love both them niggas, man. But should have been a clear cut winner for me.
Yep.
And next we got a grudge match type of deal. The Miz defeats Daniel Bryan. Uh, love Daniel Bryan's ring attire. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
I never seen that nigga rock anything other than red. You know,
Yeah.
so that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Very solid match, but
Right.
very finish. I didn't
Yeah.
like that. And
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan should have went over, man. He should have went over. What your thoughts on the Daniel Bryan and Miz match?
That was a good match, but I don't know. I think the old Daniel Bryan would have like I feel like he would have controlled the match more. I felt like the Miz it was more about the Miz, and like the it was like Daniel was being a jobber now. Like so he's coming back after what, like 3 years to be a jobber. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm saying. Yeah, man.
I don't get like they were so happy to have him back, and then they put him in one match with Kane as Team Hell No, and then that was it. Like they totally scrapped that idea. Then they put him in the match finally with the Miz, and then that's the outcome. Like you have Maurice gave him like some brass knuckles out of her bra, and he hits Daniel when he's coming at him outside of the ring. And that's it. Like the match is over. We just pin him.
Yes.
You
I was like, what the
know, I
fuck?
feel like they did that. I feel like that match worked in the Miz favor to promote his reality show with his wife and his baby.
More than likely.
You
Who
know,
the fuck don't watch that?
Daniel was just a part of that, unfortunately, but it was more in the Miz favor.
And I
You
like
know,
the Miz.
that wasn't the classic matchup that I thought we was gonna have.
Yes.
You know, that's crazy. I didn't care for that though.
I didn't care for it either.
I knew Daniel could beat the Miz. I didn't understand that at all.
I know. He's a he's 1,000 times better than him.
Right,
Like Daniel Bryan held down the company when the company was just dying, in my opinion.
right.
You know? But yeah, man, I wish the match would have been in Daniel's favor, but they booked Miz to win. Black. Now we got the Demon Finn Balor. He defeated Constable Baron Corbin. Very quick squash match, and Finn looked real dope, man. I love the demon face paint shit. Nothing really to say. It's just a quick ass squash match, man. What's your thoughts on that shit?
There was a lot of that going on last night for some reason. Like it was like they get in there 2 minutes and then they out. I didn't like that. Like the feud that they had building on Monday Night Raw between these two. It should have been a way better match and a longer match. The match lasted like 2 minutes again. Like and the thing is, Baron was caught off guard. He didn't expect Demon Balor to come out. Demon Finn came out of nowhere. Nobody expected that.
Yeah.
And he only pulls out that character like when it's like when he really needs to. I didn't think he really needed to against Baron. And I was like, okay, so he's coming out as Demon Finn, and then the match only lasts 2 minutes. Like Baron, the look on Baron's face when he saw Demon Finn and he was showing the referee like, yo, that's the same look that he had when Lesnar approached him a couple weeks back on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And he didn't want part of Lesnar, and that's the same look that he gave that he had when Demon Finn came into the ring. He didn't want no part of him, and it was just I'm like, come on, this can't be the same dude that was talking all this shit about, Finn for weeks on Raw and putting him down, and he was like going at him, and then it's like now that you finally have him on a pay-per-view like SummerSlam, he's scared of him. That's so whack.
I feel you. I feel you, man.
So I was like, nah, I was highly disappointed with that match. Like it didn't live up to that feud that they were building between them. And now that Finn has beaten Baron, he has to be considered for a contender for the belt now against Roman.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like he has to be in that conversation as like a contender for on Raw for the belt now. Like who are you gonna put him against now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
But I never felt like Baron was championship material. I'm like, he's not ready to win no title.
I'm
Not
with
no
you.
major title. Maybe like he won the U.S. title, but he's not ready for no like real push.
Finn is though. Finn, like you said, Finn needs to get up there.
Definitely,
There's so much talent that needs to get up there, man.
exactly. Like now that Lesnar's gone, you got Lesnar out the way, and Reigns is a champ. You gotta have Balor as a contender for that title now.
Definitely.
It can't still be Rollins and you know and I mean Braun. I still think Braun is gonna cash in, but Balor has to be next in line. He got to be the next one up.
Yes.
You know.
All right. Now we got Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Jeff Hardy to retain his U.S. Title. Uh, Shinsuke Nakamura is my second favorite wrestler in the company.
Yeah.
I'm a big Nakamura fan. Like NXT Nakamura was phenomenal. Nakamura in New Japan was phenomenal. But once he got to the main roster, he was never the same. He was never the same. I don't know how they work it. I didn't like this match at all. Could have been a lot better, man.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot better. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, man. And the crowd was already dead because it's too fucking long. It's too long, you know. And Jeff Hardy still got it in his 40s now. I think, you know. Shinsuke is incredible. I love him, but I don't know. He's not the same Nakamura that I love, you know. So
Right.
this match didn't do nothing for me, honestly. Nothing for me. It does on the Nakamura and Jeff match.
The feud didn't. The whole feud between them didn't do nothing for me. Like I didn't really care to see Nakamura against Hardy, and then like the whole angle with Orton. I'm like, well, where does Orton play into this? Where does he fit into this? Because it's like he wasn't. He came out after Jeff lost. I'm like, well, he wasn't there to interfere in the match or nothing. I'm like, well, what is the whole angle with Orton and Hardy? I don't get that. Are they
I don't get
gonna
either.
that next feud up for like the future pay-per-views? I'm like, because I don't understand how he plays a part in this between them, and the match was awful, and I, the part where Jeff tried to do like a swanton outside the ring and he missed. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I seen that. What the fuck?
That shit was funny. I was like, wow, I've never seen no shit like that. That was it. I just thought the match was a waste of time. Like that should have been on the pre-show, if anything.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, nah, man. They got to do something. They got to get the Hardy Boys back together or something. I don't like how they're using Jeff on SmackDown, or maybe he needs to be traded to Raw.
Agreed.
And I think he would probably flourish more on Raw than SmackDown. They don't know how to use him on there.
And that shit with Randy coming out at the end and just looking and leaving, like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm like, why? Why he has no matches or nothing? Like, why is he there?
Seriously, what the fuck?
They don't know how to use Randy either. Like it's like Randy came back from injury, and it's like they don't know how to use him on SmackDown either. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on, man. They gotta make a few trades or something. They gotta trade Randy and Jeff back to Raw and for and send two other people to SmackDown.
word. Like Nakamura, maybe you should make like a Japanese heel group,
Yeah.
like him
Send,
and
send
Oscar Hideo Itami, son. That'd be dope.
They need to send Baron Corbin to SmackDown, yo.
Some shit.
Yeah, I don't know why he's on Raw. Like Raw's for like the heavy hitters. I'm like, he's never gonna win no major title on it. You know?
Word, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Nakamura Jeff match is disappointing for me, man. It was whack. And to say a Nakamura match is whack is rare, but
For real.
I didn't like that.
Yeah. There was no energy in that match.
None. All right, now we got the WWE Raw Women's Championship match. Oh man, Ronda Rousey defeats Alexa Bliss to become the Raw Women's Champion. Terrible match, did nothing for me. You know that makeup that Ronda had on was atrocious. She's cringed, wiping her feet like a bull and shit. I don't know. I do not like Ronda Rousey at all. Shout out to my nigga Superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah.
You know, legend in the business, getting the fuck out of her, saying she's a fucking Ronda Lousy and shit like that. I love that because I don't like this bitch. You know, taking the whole gimmick with the shirt. I don't know. I don't like it, and I don't like Ronda Rousey at all. Like, do I think Ronda is entertaining? Somewhat. I like the match at WrestleMania. That's like one of the saving graces.
Right.
But I'm not a fan of Ronda Rousey, man. I'm just not. Am I glad she won the belt? I don't know, man. I want her to be like a female Brock.
Right.
Like never showing up and all that shit. But either way, I didn't like the match at all. Your thoughts on the Raw Women's title match, Stry?
I didn't like that match. I felt Alexa Bliss had way better matches than this one. Like the match against the match that Alexa had against Nia Jax was way better. You know, I didn't like this match. I feel like I heard people say that like they're trying to make Ronda like the female Brock. I'm like, but I feel like there's divas that can beat. I feel like Sasha Banks and Bailey can beat her. You know,
I
they can
hope
have
so.
great matches against her. You know what I'm saying? I think she's still rusty. She's still learning. Like I think she will get better over time. You know, but yeah, she has to work on her in ring ability, and you know the makeup. I mean makeup. I don't know if it was a solidarity thing because I seen Becky had the same makeup on her face too. You know,
What the fuck is that?
I thought maybe that was what it was. Maybe like the women were like doing that in like solidarity for each other or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Who knows?
But yeah. But she gotta work more on her in ring performance. I think she'll get better over time though. But I didn't care for the match. You know, I knew she was gonna win. I'm like they're gonna have Ronda win the title. So, you know, that wasn't a shock. But I definitely feel like moving forward, like there's other divas that can beat. I feel like Sasha Banks and Bailey are the best. They can beat her. I think Natalya can beat her. You know, if and when that they decide to give Natalya a push again. You know, I haven't seen Nia Jackson in a couple of weeks. I don't know if she's injured or anything. You know,
Yeah.
I think she still got to deal with Nia Jax also. You know,
What?
and we'll see what happens. You know, but I definitely I hope they don't try to make her like she's some female Brock.
I
That
hope
would be
not.
bad.
Sitting
That would
home
be
all
bad.
day, not the title and shit.
We can't like she has to be able to defend her title on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing that it took this long for her to even have her first match on Monday Night Raw. I'm like, well, what took so long? You know?
For real, man.
So I hope they don't try to do that well because I don't think she's no female Brock though.
I hope they don't do that either, man.
Yeah, for real.
We a waste.
Yep.
Okay. We got the WWE Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar. Shitty match, but I'm glad Brock is no longer champion. I can't stand Brock Lesnar. Terrible. I don't like Roman Reigns either. But to make Braun part of that match and just shit all over him was fucking stupid.
It was.
And I had Roman and Brock kick his ass. That made no fucking sense. Like, you wasted them for that?
Exactly.
That was just to get a big pop out of the crowd. That's all that fucking was. I didn't like it. Fucking hated it. But I'm glad Roman's a champion. But overall, I give this show a fucking 2.5 out of 5, man. Terrible show. Fuck this show. What's your overall thoughts on the main event and the final thoughts on the whole show, Try?
The match. I felt when Braun came out into the ring, and I thought he was gonna like cash in his briefcase and it was gonna turn into like a triple threat match. That's what it should have been.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. And for whatever reason he said, no, I'm gonna stand outside the ring and watch you all fight. I'm like, so what are they doing? Like, why did he come out there in the first place then? That didn't make no sense. Because I
None.
mean, that means you coming out to cash it in and it's gonna be a triple threat match. Like, why are you out there if it's not about that? You know, he was not like he was sitting at the broadcast table with everybody else. You know, so that was disappointing. Like, just the whole match. Like Roman beating Lesnar. That's not believable because Lesnar beat Roman every other time. All of a sudden now y'all want to pick the time to have Lesnar lose the title to Roman. You know, like it wasn't believable to me. It wasn't a believable ending. You know what I'm saying? Like after all these other times that he lost, all of a sudden now he can kick out of an F5 and he wins. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I'm like, I ain't feeling the way that ending was suspect. And, you know, them beating up on Braun. I'm like, we know Braun can beat both of them. We've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? It was like how
Yes.
all of a sudden Braun is this weakling and he's getting his ass kicked by both Lesnar and Roman. When he could take both of them out, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like that. Kevin Owens should have come out and he should have been a part of that match too. You know, let's get Kevin Owens out there so he could beat up on Braun because he couldn't do it before. You know, I just feel
Well,
like the ending, the way that Roman just all of a sudden he wins the match and the championship. Like come on, it was no interference or nothing. Like I didn't like that ending, and you know the paper is horrible. That's the worst SummerSlam I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only good matches was the Seth and Ziggler match for the IC title and the SmackDown Divas Championship triple threat. That was good, and that was it. Everything else and the AJ Styles and Samoa Joe match. I said in advance that the AJ and Samoa Joe match would be the best match of the night. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was the best match. I just didn't like the ending for that. But everything else was terrible. There was too many quick matches and bad endings. You know, they underused a lot of the wrestlers and the feuds didn't live up to the hype that it was on the Monday Night Raw and SmackDown shows. And I just hated it. Like the pay-per-view was terrible. You know, I wouldn't even buy that pay-per-view on DVD. I wouldn't even add that to my collection.
I wouldn't either. Fuck that.
I would give it like a 2.5. You know, was terrible. The pre-show was terrible, and sometimes the pre-shows are usually good. That pre-show was horrible too.
It was shitty.
You know, like if they added those pre-show matches to the main show, it would have been just as bad.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I did not like it at all. It was horrible. Like, no, they got to do better. They hopefully Hell in the Cell is better. I'm looking forward to better matches for that pay-per-view. But I don't know. Survivor Series, I don't know what they're gonna do by then.
Like I said, Triboro, like this is the reason why I don't watch the main roster. You
Yeah,
know, NXT incredible.
yeah,
Gargano and Ciampa, fucking
right,
fantastic.
right.
You know, Adam Cole and Ricochet, amazing. Velveteen Dream and EC3, fantastic. Like this is how you do a wrestling show.
right.
Okay. I wish, like I said, I
Exactly.
wish NXT was its own entity. I wish there was no developmental show. I wish
Right,
AJ and Joe and Nakamura was on NXT.
right.
You know, I wish it was its own thing, but that'll never happen
Yeah,
because the main roster is fucking atrocious. And I say this, I will always preach this. Like, it's a fantastic roster on both brands, but overall, terrible.
Definitely terrible.
But
Terrible.
yeah, man, we got like 3 viewers on here, man. Just 'cause, no one likes wrestling, but
Yeah.
I'm ready to start another show if you down.
Yeah, definitely. I'm down for that.
I can do it. I can end this and do a new stream.
Yeah. All right.
All right, y'all. See y'all in a couple of minutes.
All right.
Peace.